Yes, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to this amazing episode of your talk show. It is Inside Out, and of course, I remain Solange Tanjo. And yes, I'm bobbing myself this evening because it's that day that we get to celebrate that crazy guy that has had so much impact on our kids. You remember those guys that have those dreadlocks, and yeah, I'm feeling myself because I have my own dreads on. And of course, today I have with me an amazing guy that has decided to bring change into the game. Remember, Canada English is all about changing the game, and this guy is one of us, coincidentally. Even though at the end of the day, I always say this, even when we are performing somewhere. You know, when you have to sacrifice and sell your last piece of land to send your child to school to go and do communications, and at the end of the day, he comes back as an artist, just like some parents who sell and send their children to become doctors and they come back as DJs. So with me today, I have one of those children that you sacrifice so much for, and he's making you proud, not by being a journalist but by being an artist. After this transition, I bring to you your guest. Yes, welcome back, people. Are you out from wherever you were? Were you in your bedroom? What were you doing? Were you cooking? Well, it's that time that we get to entertain you with the best of the insights of our entertainers. And today I have that amazing guy that did this song. Oh, what was that song? Please don't laugh, eh? If you laugh, I'll stop. Call me the newsman. Call me the talkie. Yes, and finally he is in. Can't you call your mama, call your papa, your brother, they say the Chris. Yes, it's no other person but Wams, Mr. Classic. Hey. What's up, buddy?
So you could beat me on that one.
Really?
I always think I'll be very shy guy.
This is one of those brothers that I pick one or two things from you, yes. He used to be one of us though, but this is Jonathan's newsman thing that just taking him away so much that there are times that I'm like, hey buddy, where are you? I have this performance I have to do, and things like that. So it's really difficult to catch him these days. But today I just had to bring him to my hot seat because he just released this video for Jeune Artiste. Have you watched it? If you haven't, then please stay tuned because I'll definitely be bringing that to you. And don't forget to check out his YouTube page because there's a lot for you to learn from. So coming back to you, sweetie, why did you disappoint me? First things first, why did you disappoint me? I was counting so much on you, you know that, right?
This is now getting so embarrassing for me because I was thinking that you're part of a plan and you know everything that is going on.
I just had to do this. I just had to. Because you didn't just disappoint me, you didn't just put me on the spot. I believe there are fans of 360 that are like, where is this amazing voice? You know that voice that when you listen to, even if you're in your bedroom, it tells you, please come closer, something is happening. That's what you are doing to your fans, and then you just...
Well, life, the only thing that is constant is change, and so you're one of those who know, who should know that we had planned this all out, and it's just working as planned.
Of course, he had planned this out, and don't get it wrong. He has just changed from a voice to a melodious voice, so he's still doing his thing. It is always difficult for you who is used to being on this side of the table to be turned to the other side. So today I'm doing the asking. How does that feel?
I had to do some rehearsals at home in order not to be that guy that's asking guys questions and doing mannerisms and all that. Yeah, it's never easy. I had to rehearse before coming.
So how do you feel sitting on the other side?
Well, I feel great, especially being on the talk. Where else could I be? It's something I've always wanted to do, and I spent a greater part of my youth being on this other side, and talking to other people. I know what it feels like, and today I'm on this other side like I've always wanted, and I keep working. Who knows, if there's a third side, I'll be there some other time.
Sure, he keeps walking. But one thing we do know about this guy is he did newsman, call me the newsman, call me the journalist, call me the talkie. A lot of you guys say journalists talk a lot, but today he has decided to move from entertaining you. We are tired of hearing newsman, so he decided to bring to us jeune artists. We are young and there's a lot we have to learn. There's a lot that is built in us that we have to let out. No matter what mommy says, no matter what daddy says, no matter what your brother and sister says, please stay focused. But let's find out from Wams what inspired the writing, and of course, the pitch in that song.
Which of them are we talking about? Newsman?
We're talking about jeune artists. I'm tired of newsman.
Please. You're the only one that's getting tired of newsman. Newsman.
No, not when I say I'm tired. There's something we earlier talked of Bob Marley. We're celebrating him today. He's one of those artists that even after decades that he's been buried, we still remember him. That's the thing about Wams. He's that kind of artist that does songs that in the next 50 years, even if he's not there, we will still remember him for it. But when I talk of forgetting newsman, I just want something fresh. There are times I still go to YouTube, I'm like, okay, I just need to feel myself with the song. Then the thing is, listening to your songs, right, it's like you have walked so many millions and you're just relaxed by the beachside and you're just listening to that cool, amazing song and you're just calculating how you spend those millions.
Asking about how
the inspiration
behind all that. It's I launched my career with Newsman, like we all know. I was saying I'm a missing, I'm the servant of the people, the voice of the voiceless, and
people that have been there for long, the way not able to
somehow
break.
Subconsciously it just dawned on me that okay, if you're going to make people dance, you should be sending a message. If you're going to do this, there's a lot I'm just going to show the world. But it's always useful music. I say this, it's always music that you would listen to, you would dance and be like, okay, this guy's saying something, but let's dance. Okay. So after I dropped Newsman and he earned me whatever I did, I want to especially take this opportunity to thank my growing fans for the love. Newsman gave me a lot of recognition and respect. He did not make guys dance in nightclubs, but he gave me a lot of respect. And I was like, what is it I'm going to propose to the public after Newsman? And fans were like, don't stay too far. You can bring us something new, but don't go too far. So I was like, what do I do? I went one day to give my song to a DJ around town. Yes, and it happens to most of the growing musicians in Cameroon and developing countries. I gave him my song, as usual. I gave him Kulu, and then I sat there. I begged the guy to play my song. I stayed there from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Even the guy didn't even listen to my song. You know, there's a difference between listening, first of all, and not liking and not playing. I won't be worried. He didn't even listen to my song. He took Makulu and play it, and then I was so disappointed. And then I was trying to explain this to some other guys, and other guys, even successful artists, already were explaining the ordeal they have had to go through in their struggle. And then I was like, well, why not put this in music, and I could be just saving letting the world know the stress that
saving the aspirant.
Yeah. So I took my pick of my guitar and then I was trying to find some notes, and then it was, can't you Asian artist too? And then it was just like the song was it just came and
trust me.
But then I was also wanting to make root music, because I like fundamental music. I like music that is rooted. So coincidentally it fell on the same range of bottle dance. The song you're listening to, it's graphic music.
I was getting there.
Put on urban beat, and so it was so awesome because I spent my time listening to legends like John Minang and all those guys. So it's thing saved in me, and I called it Bottle Soul.
Actually, we were getting there. Talking of Bottle Soul, I just spotted Kejan. Some days back, we were talking about this music thing, and we were like, why can't people just go back to our roots? Why are we adopting things that are not us? Why are we shifting from who we are to become what we are not? And then in no time, one drops this on our feet, and I'm like, okay, where is Kejan? Come and see. This is what you were asking. Oh, it has happened. So did you have some words with Kejan before going into that?
Well, I think it's just energy. It's just energy, and Cameroonians are beginning to realize, especially the younger generation, are beginning to realize that there's nothing new under the sun. We only recycle. And an artist is somebody that brings something new. You have to bring something new. So if you spend your time copying because this is what is trending, I just want to jump and do. If you do it, I respect those who do it and it works for them. But I feel that it's only going to be for some time.
Let me ask you this quick question. You're doing, pardon me if I don't use the right words, you're doing music that's for the soul, music that in 1,000 years to come people will still listen to it, while others are doing music for the period. Now some of them might be making money and you're not making money at the time. How can you relate those two? You're not getting me right.
Anyway,
a lot of people will prefer to do music for the period that will give them money because people will jump at it and by next year they've forgotten there was a song like that. But with you take your time, you do music that in years to come people will still listen to it. I just want to understand how you manage the financial, the business side of entertainment and educating, and at the same time doing what you love doing.
Well, if that's credit you're giving me, I'm so grateful to it. I just write songs. I'm more worried about music. I feel that it's high time fans started putting musicians to work. Don't make it easy for them. You know what I'm saying? You have to cause these guys to actually give you music. It's because it doesn't suffice for someone to just go and listen to a popular beat that is playing somewhere, download it, and then just try to mimic something. All right, when you start worrying about, I want to make music, when you listen to Mr. Leo's Papu, it's not coincidental, it's root music. Do you know this? Yeah, that's the song. So there are guys, Cameroonians are so talented, and a chunk of them actually digging deep to get fundamental music to the people, and that is what is going to last. That is the sound that you would play even after 100 years and you'll be like, this is music. I like I said, I respect those who, you know.
Okay, you
were asking about business, the business side of it.
Yes.
I sometimes guys are like, oh, this guy with all the education, the school and all that. I have gone to school. Yes, I've worked as a journalist for more than 5 years, and it was all planned out. I set out to do music, but now this is the added value to my music, because I write inspirational songs, I write timeless music. There's always a project behind each song I write. Newsman is a whole very huge project. Like, you know, Jeune Artiste is all about galvanizing and promoting the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals.
Please, sorry to cut you. I don't want these people to get tired of listening to us and just hearing us talk. I want us to go watch Jeune Artiste. When we come back, we'll get to listen to all that. Let's give them a little break and let them enjoy what we're talking about. Let it not be as if we're talking to ourselves. We're talking to the audience. So please, Jean, if you're ready, let's have Jeune Artiste on our screens. Thank you.
I thought as much.
Artist my name, I'm doing great. I know. What do you do?
Na Wams, master, na Wams.
You found?
Bon, master, I don't hear songs. Si vous voulez qu'on voit un peu si on peut travailler, j'ai un son là que vous qu'on travaille.
Comment mange nos bois?
Les deux, c'est d'abord c'est combien?
Tout son est à 200.
My name is Wams, ladies and gentlemen.
Je n'ai pas les deux, I don't know, master.
No, we're not this time, but let's don't get too fast for it to make a man to that.
Let me see, man, I'll give you my shake.
Well, I just vanished now.
Listen now, ladies and gentlemen. Drinking a mimbo tutu, go back for house.
La 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 la. My name is Wams, Mr. Classic. Quand tu es jeune artiste, personne ne veut t'écouter. Même certains DJ vont te frustrer. Quand tu es jeune artiste, go ya mama, go ya papa, your brother they say you the grace. Go ya mama, go ya papa, your brother they say you the grace. Say you they walk, them they chop, them they talk. Say you they walk, them they chop, them they talk. You dey walk, walk, them dey chop, chop, them dey talk, talk. Now so you go dey walk, walk, them dey chop, chop, them dey talk, talk. Ha. DJ them know, MC them know, animateur them know, promoteur them know. Say yeah. Quand tu es jeune artiste, personne ne veut t'écouter. Même certains DJ vont te frustrer. Quand tu es jeune artiste, call your mama, call your papa, your brother they say you the craze. Call your mama, call your papa, your brother they say you the craze. Tu vas marcher fatigué, ancienne troisième de no go yeah. Tu vas payer la promo, Avenue Kennedy yeah. Boomba market no go sell, Polico brothers and no go talk. Bamenda come for Douala, send for trace they no go play. We no go tire for this game, cause now every day we dey pray. Now every day we dey pray. Oh we clap dancer, clap, clap again now, clap. Oh we clap dancers, clap, clap again, clap. My name is Wams, Mr. Classic, ladies and gentlemen. I call this Bottle Soul. Quand tu es jeune artiste, personne ne veut t'écouter. Même certains DJ vont te frustrer. Quand tu es jeune artiste, call your mama, call your papa, your brother they say you the grace. Call your mama, call your papa, your brother they say you the grace. Say you dey walk, walk, them they chop, chop, them they talk, talk. Say you dey walk, walk, them they chop, chop, them they talk, talk. La promo coûte cher quand il y a pas producteur. Piraterie dit que ça loi et le DJ devient roi. Can talk, you go, that's how they wait. I say, can talk, you go, that's how they beg. We no go tire for this game, cause now every day we dey pray. Yeah, every day we dey pray. Quand tu es jeune artiste, personne ne veut t'écouter. Même certains DJ vont te frustrer. Quand tu es jeune artiste, call your mama, call your papa, your brother they say you the craze. Call your mama, call your papa, your brother they say you the craze. Say you dey walk, walk, them they chop, chop, them they talk, talk. Say you dey walk, walk, them they chop, chop, them they talk, talk.
DJ Cliff exclusive, sir.
Oh,
What were you doing?
I'm
dancing?
feeling hot. Zhang, that was an amazing one. I just hope after this show we can carry our able journalistic artists to a nearby club so we can continue this and tell those DJs that, hey, your time is up and now it's a time for our artists. So, bro, I must say, kudos, thumbs up.
Thank you so
I
much.
got you coffee.
Thank you so much, so much.
But you know what? This bottle dance thing. Are you clap dancer?
Again, advance.
I know some people are killing themselves now. Trust me, this is music that goes for everybody. It doesn't have a target market. It goes for the children, for the youths, for the parents. How old are you? This is music for you. So coming back to you, dear, we're talking about the business side of the music. I believe they have enjoyed and now they know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can you carry on?
I was going to say this.
Why this humility now?
I'm trying to get used to this.
No.
I'm
looking for Wams.
Wams is here. Okay, I'm going to be a bad guy now.
Not being a bad guy, but just being you.
I'm me.
Don't
So
make
I
you
was saying
official.
I was saying that the business side, everything is planned out. It's a question of choice. I choose to do music that, first of all, my major worry is I want to impact lives.
Yeah.
That is so important to me. It's important. The money is equally important, but I believe that if you serve society, money will come. Jeune Artist, for example, is a project that is backed by the Research Initiative. You know, I'm Cameroon ambassador for Green Music.
Yeah,
Yes,
I remember that.
Yeah, I won that contest. You know about that.
He won that contest and he is yet. You know now. Carry on, bro. Don't bother. We'll discuss that after
part
this.
of the objectives of that the Cameroon Green project was to invest their energy and resources in someone who is going to seem like, I hope I'm getting to be a role model, someone that can galvanize young people and tell them how to live sustainable lives,
and the right way, of course.
Yeah. And what I'm trying to do, jeune artiste is not just, is music though, it's not just music. I'm looking at actually bringing to awareness the struggles of young musicians in third world countries like Cameroon, and also trying to empower like just 10 musicians, 10 young talents out there. I want to tell them that yes, in every household in Cameroon, at least there is one youngster that is aspiring to become a musician or an artist or whatever.
Yes.
But they are so ignorant about how the business plays out. So the Jeune Artist campaign is looking forward to bringing some of these young talents together, bringing experts to sensitize them on production, distribution, and how to adapt according to the contextual reality of the business in Cameroon.
Business itself.
Yes, because in my struggle for 15 years, I went through a lot that I've learned. I want to share this experience with young people and empower them and try to give them tips on how to do it yourself. There's a concept, I call it do it yourself.
Okay, you're talking about do it yourself. It's about the next question I was to ask you, because we'll soon be running out of time. There should be a message that we can use this small platform to tell this aspiring youth that if you want to become an artist, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. So what message do you have to these aspiring artists that are still under the guardians of their parents? How do they penetrate their parents to face them that this is what I want to do, considering our parents' mentality when it comes to art?
Yes. I think it's changing. It's changing. I have parents who are so boastful. My son is a footballer. My son is a musician. Yeah. But I must tell you this: if you're a youngster, you're aspiring to be like who can I call, Mr. Leo, whoever. Please go to school, because that's what will make the difference. Go to school. I went to school.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about my academic qualifications and all that. Go to school. It would really help you, because it's an industry where it's like an all-comers job. Anybody can just jump, go into the studio and do something and be like I'm an artist. But when you go to school, and then after which you perfect your craft, there's no emotions. And the music is emotional, but the business is not. So you go to school, you try to learn the craft.
And of course, it will help you stand out.
Yes, I want to be. If you're a musician, you should learn music, so that you can compete on an international stage. You can interact with other musicians. So you go to school, you perfect your craft, be humble, read about those who are successful, and always pray and pray and pray, and have an open mind. It's not because this other guy walked like this, he listened to Kole La Petite, and that was what was trending. It means that you too must go and get a Kole La Petite beat and do something. Just be yourself and know that you have to bring something new. You must bring something to the table. Of
course, be yourself and know you have to bring something new to the table. Don't copy, but be yourself, and don't forget equally. Go to school so you can stand out among your peers. So let's do this quick one before we let you go.
Well, you guys ask all the time.
It's crazy, right? It's just
well, you guys ask all the time.
Quick. How old is Wams?
Wams in his late 20s.
What's the biggest number you ever took in school?
I've always been second in school.
Are you taken?
What does that mean?
Are you taken?
What does that mean? Can you break it?
Are you taken?
Taken. I'm looking to be taken if I understand.
What's your favorite color?
Red and black. Red
over black. So, if I were to ask you what's the most expensive thing in your closet, what would it be?
My perfume.
His puff. Well, that was it for Inside Out Show for you today. Please, Jean, don't forget to put the link so people can go check out on Wams Mr. Classic, because he has done a lot that will inspire and, of course, educate you. So one last word to your fans before we beat by for the evening.
One last word. My name is Wams Mr. Classic. I seem to be a new kid in the block, but I've been there way back. Some of those brothers already know me. I'm here to tell you about my music. It's something you have to listen to. Newsman, jeune artiste, a lot more is coming. I want to show the world, and I'm calling on all those youngsters. I want to hold your hands. join me. Listen to my music. We shall make things happen.
Listen to Wams music and you guys will make things happen. But one thing I'd like to tell you before I leave this platform is we don't have a reading culture, but this guy is bringing it to our doorsteps. He's bringing it to our ears, so much so that driving to work you can listen and learn a thing or two. Sitting and doing laundry in your house, you can listen to music that will entertain you, but at the same time it is teaching you if you don't have time to read. But I'm not saying you shouldn't develop the reading culture. That was it for Inside Out show for you this evening, and don't forget we are celebrating the legendary Bob Marley. And if you want to get to us, it is Inside Out show. If you want to get to me personally, it is Solange Tanjong. And don't forget to call if you have anything that you think we should add or take out of the show. Behind the cameras was Bivika Emmanuel, and mixing the images, of course, was Zhang. And every other person that participated to make this program a success, we say thank you. And until next episode, stay blessed. Let's let our newsman take us out of the studio. Thank you.
I've always wanted to hug you on live TV. Nice having you.
Zhang, let's have newsman.
My name is Wams, Mr. Classic, ladies and gentlemen. Call me the newsman, call me Doki Doki, call me the journalist. Oh, I am exemplary. Appelez-moi newsman, appelez-moi Doki Doki, monsieur le journaliste. Cause I am exemplary. I'm just a messenger, a servant of the people. I'm messenger, the voice of the voiceless. I'm a messenger, revolutionary making, bringing freedom to the masses.
90 American soldiers have arrived in Cameroon to help the fight against the militant group Boko Haram.
As I go on my news gathering, with my pen, my recorder, sometimes my camera, I always try to write balance stories, get my people out of misery. I write the stories, let them masses see their history. I work for radio, newspaper, television, say no to prejudice, no. I have a vision and my mission is so big. Call me the newsman, call me Doki Doki, call me the journalist. Cause I am exemplary. Appelez-moi newsman, appelez-moi Doki Doki, monsieur le journaliste. Oh, oh. I'm just a messenger, a servant of the people. I'm messenger, voice of the voiceless. I'm a messenger, revolutionary making, bringing freedom to the masses.
On va voir les acteurs des médias sociaux, les journalistes citoyens, les blogueurs qui occupent une place de plus en plus grande dans la
Oh God, trying to get me paid. Though I work day, I work night, I'm earning a little wage. I'm trained to serve so I can get paid. They know I love my job, they try to get my job. I tell them get trained. Oh, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. When I'm old, when I'm old, I should surrender the chance to the youngsters. Call me the newsman, call me Doki Doki, call me the journalist. Cause I am exemplary. I'm just a messenger, a servant of the people. I'm messenger, voice of the voiceless. I'm a messenger, revolutionary making, bringing freedom to the masses.
Why are Nigerians having having to queue up for hours and hours to fill up their cars with fuel.
For the men of the press to speak with one voice. It is time for the men of the press to speak with one voice. It is time for the men of the press to sing with one voice. One voice. Hey. Call me the newsman, call me the newsman, call me talkie, 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 call me the journalist. Oh, I am exemplary. Appelez-moi newsman, je suis le newsman. Appelez-moi talkie, talkie, monsieur le journaliste. Oh, oh, oh. I'm just a messenger, a servant of the people. I'm a messenger, voice of the voiceless. I'm a messenger, revolutionary making, bringing freedom to the masses.
Have flown into Gararu on the Nigerian-Cameroon border and Washington.
Thank you.